Chris, that was a real battle. Neither team given any quarter at all.
Well, no, you got to give credit to your opponent for turning out like that. But they did have a 100-year or so record, didn't they, to try and gain? And I'm quite happy we didn't give it them. But at the same point, we were just fighting for ourselves, which is to try and gain 3 points, and we didn't quite get there. They answered a lot of the questions we asked, so well done to them. And we didn't quite get them free-flowing chances that we can create in the game. But you've got to give credit to them for that too. But I was really pleased with the way we carried on. Our energy was good. Some decisions were good in that. But like I say, we didn't quite have that flair to have that extra bit. But we definitely contained theirs. They've got players that are full of it. They've turned up here with a back three and 2 wing backs and a competitive midfield to try and look after a clean sheet. So I'm pleased we've kept ours, but disappointed we couldn't quite edge over the line. That
work rate you've mentioned, particularly the middle of the area, midfield area of the pitch, that's what cancelled each other out. Both teams really going at it for the full 90.
Yeah, and you can ignore that if you want and try and get extra forwards on at that point or do different things, but then you give away the nucleus or the stronghold, and then it depends who's more dominant. I mean, we tried to have the extra attacking player, and Louis was trying to play inside outside on it, and we did get joy. We just made sometimes poor decisions. When Louis shoots from 25-30 yards, we put George on with great energy to get beyond and round and down the side, and he's in. He just has to lay it straight. George Turner's in on a 1v1 with a goalkeeper. But instead, we shoot. It's not the best, and we're defending a big kick up front because that's what they did, and we defended them well today.
Another clean sheet.
Yes, that's great. But it's if we were at the start of the season, I'd be really pleased. But commendable to everybody's efforts, including the substitutes. But we're trying our best to win. So we've got to make sure that we continue with that same energy to win, and the offset of that is a clean sheet, but the original will is to win, and if that means sometimes scoring more than the opponent after you've conceded, and so be it. But yeah, I'm really pleased for that, but I'd be more pleased if we won.
And it's so tight in that area where everybody's trying to get into the playoffs at the moment. And we're in it, we're in amongst it. That's a good thing for the club.
Well, yeah, of course it is, and it's something that should be proud of because of where it's all originally started and how the discrepancies we've had in this journey. It's like 10 seasons within a season somehow. It's quite ridiculous, really. But me, the players, have been brilliant in terms of trying to deal with them and crack on, because we've got 1,000 excuses why we don't do it. But we don't use one of them, and we try our best to make sure that we represent our great supporters in giving them something to shout about, cheer. I was desperate for that goal. I was desperate for JJ to get on the end of Callum Guy's great corner, and it were there for him because I wanted all them bottles of beer in the living rooms and the back gardens sprayed everywhere, because it would have felt like that, and we've not actually had that moment yet in this season. People would say, well, the last minute goal against Grimsby maybe or something like that, but that would have been worth 3 points, and we didn't quite get it.
But it's taken us a step closer, a point closer to those playoff places. So it shows the importance of not losing a game like that.
Yeah, well, I think 11 games ago when I said something, we're pretty much way off, and I'd have to look, maybe 13th, 14th in the league, something like that. I don't know, really. But we've had a real good goal, and we'll continue to do that. We've got 5 opportunities to try and take care of. Obviously, 3 are away and against great opponents. We've got 2 good home games to attack, and that's what we've got to do, attack every game and try and not become desperate. The more you want something, it generally doesn't happen. You've got to try and find that balance. I thought it was there today. We didn't look nervous, we looked good, we looked assured, we were very good at Newport. We've been winning the previous games, so that's what we've got to just concentrate on us. I
know you heard me saying this one, but now that's 6 games unbeaten. The lads are doing something right. The lads are keeping it going for us and keeping that hopes and dreams alive.
Well, I'd rather have got beat on Tuesday and won today because we're a point better off. But yeah, I get what you're saying.
Ozzy Zanzala, what's the update on him?
Don't know yet. Just speak to Fizz and see. He took a knock, didn't he, clearing a ball, and we'll have to wait and see.
Bolton, you've already mentioned it. Great pitch, tough opponent. They're looking for automatic promotion. So again, it'll be 2 teams going for it for their own reasons.
Yeah, I think so. I think Bolton, they were clever, I think, before the rules came in, and they made sure obviously Sarkovic and Doyle were signed up, and you know, they're a massive club. They shouldn't really be in League Two, but they are. So they're doing their best to try and do something about it. So, you know, well done to them. That's all I've got to say on that, really, other than we've got a great opportunity to go to a nice situation and do our best.
You keep saying you know what it is we need to do to achieve what it is we set out to achieve, and that's what the boys are focusing on.
Yeah, let's go and what I'm going to do is go and dust off some goal-scoring football boots for the boys and back up some real solid performances like the last 2 games, and we'll get some goals. Got
to get a word off here on your man Louis Alessandra, 500 appearances. That's some amount for a good career that's still ongoing.
It's not bad when 488 of them haven't been too clever, is it? You know what I mean? So, he's a very good professional football player, very intelligent, and he's very fit. So he'll continue to be like that, I can imagine. And I think probably that's why he took his shot on. Probably because of that, because he normally doesn't shoot when I want him to shoot and constantly passes. So, yeah, he probably had that in the back of his mind to try and set up the day for him, but and his team. But it's fantastic, and he deserves every accolade of fulfilling something that's pretty significant.
Thanks for your time again.